Hi Book Dragons! I need to start my next vlog. And I have only done 3 prompts for Mel's readathon. So I really need to get my butt moving and hoping that I can make some progress this week. This week is going to be a bit complicated. I am warning you. I was so good last week of updating my vlogs every single day. I was like so proud of myself. This week I may not be able to do that. I know I'm definitely not going to be able to update on Thursday because I have parent-teacher conferences. And we may have a Long Island Railroad strike, which may really affect me getting to work and getting back from work. So, I am currently reading The Humdrum Bookstore. I'm going to attach a photo of that here. For the magical readathon. It is for my translated prop for my lore class. So yeah, that is where we are with that. And I have only done 3 prompts for Mel's board, so I need to make some progress. So I'm gonna roll and see what the prompt is, and I have to find a physical book, and then I would like to maybe roll for an audiobook as well, knowing I still am in the middle of reading one. So let's roll. Okay, we have a 4. Okay, I will have attached the board at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have a side quest. I am nowhere near objective 2. So we are in a side quest. All right, let me find these. Let me organize these. Okay, and just hope it works for a physical book. The journey will be slow on foot. Make sure that every member has a horse to ride. Read a book with an animal companion. Okay. I know my current book does not have an animal companion in it. Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to have to try to find a book that has an animal companion in it. All right. Let me go do some investigating. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, so I think I'm going to pick up one of my ALA arcs. I think I'm going to pick up The Memory Spinner by C.M. Cornwell, because on the back it says there is a talking raven named Moon. And it will be a quick read. It's just under 300 pages. So I'm going to do this, and then what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to roll again and see what the next roll is, because maybe I can pick an audiobook next so I can have something on deck. Okay, and then we have to read a 2. 1, 2. Okay, and then we have to do a roadblock. Okay, so let me figure out that. Okay. Yeah, there is a cat in this book that I am currently reading, but I don't know how long that's going to take me. And that book is more like a book that is like, I don't know when I'm going to finish it because it's my nighttime book. Alright, so the obstacle or roadblock. Okay, you got the map you needed for the journey, but now that you're trying to read it, it's in code. You need to help decipher some of the more obscure areas. Read a book with a number or a special character in the title. Oh, dear. A number. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm going to put that there right now. Okay, because I don't, okay, that I'm gonna have to wait for because I don't know. All right, let me go get my phone and see.
I found this on the web.
Shush, my watch is telling me something that it doesn't need to tell me. Okay, special character. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about that one because I'm gonna have to come back to that because I don't know what a special character is, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. Could also do a number, but I don't have a number book right now. So, okay. So I'm going to keep reading this, start this, get myself to, page 100 in this book, and then give you guys an update. Hopefully I could do that tonight. And then I'm going to have to find a book that has a number in the title or a special character, which I don't know. That's a little bit of a hard one, but it's not impossible. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of time. I'm going to go start this. And yeah, I'll be back when I have an update on this, hopefully today. But yeah, all right. Well, that threw a little bit of a side thing. That's okay. That always happens. Okay. All right. I'll be back when I have an update for you. Bye. Hi, Book Dragons. I just want to do a quick update. I did wind up going into Mel's Discord and getting an answer to my question. So my first prompt was I had to read a book that has like an animal companion. So that's going to count for this. This is going to be my physical book because it has a talking raven in it. He does exist. He is present. He is counted for. And then my another book is read a book that has a number or a special character in the title. And I'm going to count the Humdrum Bookshop that I'm currently in the middle of reading. Even though it's like a little bit out of order, like I'm probably going to finish one book first. I'm just going to count that. I also did want to say in this vlog, I am reading Falling Like Leaves by Misty Williams after bed. I'm like 60% into this book. It's like a Gilmore Girls-ish story about a New York character that has to go stay with her aunt and her cousin in a small town in Connecticut. And they do a lot of like small town things. I'm really, really liking this. It's a very, very fun and cute read. So this will just be my background book. It's Sunday night, so I'm going to read before I go to bed. Tonight is also the Emmys. Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal are up for Emmy Awards, so I would like to stay up and see if I could watch that live. I haven't read a ton of this. I've only read about 50 pages, but I am intrigued. Like, right off the bat, you have a main character named Lavender who is forgetting everything. Her mom recently passed away, and ever since then, she's having a really hard time remembering things. Not only like her mom, but also like her day-to-day life. And she's an apothecary. She works with her dad, and it's very, very problematic. She doesn't remember why she stopped being friends with her best friend. And there's she's basically trying to get things to kind of help her magic-wise, to help her with her memory. They're having no luck. And that's where I am. I'm like 50%. I'm like 37 pages in. So I'm not a ton into this. I did want to say that I did want to starting Time Travelers, which is a Netflix show that I've always wanted to watch. So yeah. I'm also watching The Apothecary Diaries on Netflix. It's like a anime that I think I'm going to watch like during the week just because it's like shorter episodes and I feel like I've accomplished something. So yeah, my goal is to get to 100 pages of this, and then my goal is to get to 75% of this. And then I am reading the Humdrum Bookshop, but I will read that at work tomorrow. Monday and Tuesday, as I keep saying in my vlogs, is my easiest day teaching-wise. I have a lot more periods off, and I have less periods to teach. As the week goes on, I have more professional responsibilities, and I teach more periods. So I'm hoping I can make my way through the Humdrum Bookshop in the next couple of days. I am liking it. It's just a little bit boring. So I will say it's very, very lit fic. It is bookish. It's just not... I was said in my other vlog, I need something to push my story, and it's a very, very slow pace. Very, very character driven. So I'm going to go read to 100 pages in this. Try to. And if I get to that tonight, I will give you guys an update, but it's probably going to be like a tomorrow update. Tomorrow is Monday as we venture back to work. So I hope by tomorrow I will have some updates on the train strike so I could kind of make some decisions. But yeah, I'll be back when I have an update when I get to page 100. But so far I'm liking this. So I'll be back soon when I have an update for you. Bye, friends. Hi, Book Dragons. I promised you updates, and I'm here to give them to you. Today did not go according to all my plans, but that is okay. It will all work out. I did wind up getting up to 7% in the Humdrum Bookshop. I am liking it. It's a very, very passive listen. Like, I'm just enjoying it. It's fun. It's very, very bookish. It's very, very, like, character. Very, very slice of life. I will definitely finish that book tomorrow. To be honest, I probably will. And then I'm currently reading The Memory Spinner, and I'm about 88 pages in, and I haven't really made that much for progress, but it's very, very similar. We have a main character that's losing her memories ever since her mom dies. She works for her apothecary daughter, and her lack of memory is kind of affecting her job. So she winds up working for a person named a seamstress that can kind of make magical cloaks and that have like powers, and she's looking to work with her so that she can kind of rebuild her memories. And that's really all I got. I really want to keep reading. Today did not go according to my plan. I'll be very honest. Sometimes teaching doesn't do that. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. We're really trying to figure out our winter themed show, and I've never done anything like this before, and it's just a little bit overwhelming and a little bit scary, especially because all my kids are new and I don't know what they want to do, and I'm very much a teacher that likes to have kids first and put kids forward, and it is harder if you don't know your kids. So I'm hoping we will have like an answer and she'll kind of like talk to all of us at once, because I think that's kind of the problem. But yeah, that is where my head's at. So I'm tired. Monday's always my worst day. Oh, by the way, no Long Island Railroad strike until May, at least. If then they might walk off, but that's a May issue. I don't gotta worry about it this week, which is great. Which means I can get home, get my COVID shot. Next week will be a lot easier. So we're surviving. So I am about 88 pages into this. I would love to just kind of go read this and kind of turn my brain off for a little bit. Tomorrow I really do need to work at my job, so that will kind of be like my mental brain where I'm just kind of putting stuff together. But yeah, all the classes I've been teaching today have been fun. It's just the outside stuff, the other stuff that I just have just been a bit overwhelming, but that's okay. That's how the start of the school year is. I mean, I feel like this year, at least, it's a bit more plan-based, which I like. I just need the plan to make sense in my head. So I will be back tomorrow. If I get to page 100, I'll probably give you guys like an update. I didn't read that much more of this last night because I was watching the Emmys and I wanted to see if Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey won. Neither did win. That is okay. They're really, really good. It's still my favorite show. So yeah, I'm going to come back when I got up to page 100 in this. I also have a slug club meeting tonight, which I might just go to kind of like veg out, because they always make me laugh. But yeah, that is the plan. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow with another reading update. Hopefully I'll get a lot more reading done tomorrow. But I just need to be in my project now. And like, I feel like once I get into the project and I'm like there, it will make my brain make a lot more sense. But right now my brain doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll be back tomorrow for another update, and hopefully I'm in better spirits. Bye, friends. Hi, Book Check-ins. I am back, and I had a much better day at work, which is good. Things are chugging along. Last night I was so tired. I had such a bad headache. I didn't want up reading, falling like leaves. I'm going to try to make some more progress on this tomorrow and tonight, and that will be a goal. I'm going to actually like sit down with my Kindle and read before bed, which I didn't do last night. But I did want to finishing the Humdrum Bookshop. I will attach a photo of that here. A lot of listening done today, so I call that a success. I like this book. I thought it was fun. I don't think it was that memorable. I think the characters were fun. Definitely more of like a slice of life story set around a bookshop. It was not paced well. Like, I felt like I was like a bit bored, and I didn't feel that connected to the characters, but it was a fun read. I liked it. I just don't think it was my favorite. I gave it like 3.75 stars. Then I made my way through the memory spinner and I got up to page 145, which was about my goal. So my next goal is to get up to page 200. Hopefully I'll get to that tonight when I can go sit down and read a little bit. And I definitely got reading done like throughout the day, which was nice, because I say like the first part of my week, I have a lot more periods off than the second half of my week. So I just was doing a lot of like planning today and like trying to figure out my mid-year show, which we haven't done really before. So I've been trying to figure that part out, and that's been a bit interesting. But I am really liking this. It is very interesting. I really have a lot of questions about, our main character has been having a lot of memory issues and it's been affecting her. So she's kind of been working with a spinner that like basically makes these magical cloth pieces to help her with her memory, and there's just a lot of mystery and intrigue kind of surrounding it. I am really, really liking it. I want to keep reading, and I really am invested in the mystery, and I'm having a fun time with this one. I also got about halfway through Runaway Max. This is for Aurelium as well. This is literally a retelling of the second season with Max, but it's just from Max's point of view. So it's like a very, very quick listen. You definitely get a little bit more background about Max and Billy's relationship. And I am liking this. I really do want to read the other books, because I feel like this is a pretty solid adaptation of the first season with like some side characters, like some side information. But literally it's like, I feel like I'm reading, like listening to the TV show. I'm listening to season 2 again, which is one of my favorite seasons. I have about an hour left, and we're to the point of, if you watch Stranger Things, we're to the point where she's with the guys and they found Dart. So that's the part that I'm up to, and I have like an hour left. I should be able to finish it tomorrow if things go according to plan. We will see. And then I got a Pango order in, The Angel of the Crows by Catherine Addison. I think Kristen from the Reading Nymph was talking about this, and she said it was like Jack the Ripper, but like make it fantasy, which I was intrigued by. And so yeah, that is my update. I want to go read a little bit more of this, knock it out, and then tonight I want to read Falling Like Leaves. But yeah, I had a better day at work. Some days just don't go the way you want them to, and that's okay. But I did have a good day, so that was good. And now I'm gonna hopefully make some more progress tomorrow. I just have to figure out like what the performance is gonna be and how we're gonna build that. So that will be interesting. And then I have to start thinking about my actual show that I do after school with Begins Up. 2 different things, but this one will be interesting. It will definitely be different. But yeah, so I'm on page 145. I'm gonna try to get to page 200. That happens before I go to bed. I might try to update you. If not, I'm definitely gonna update you tomorrow, because Thursday I'm probably not gonna update you because it's parent-teacher conferences and I have to stay at school late. Yeah, so I'll be back for you when I have an update, hopefully as I read this. This is also my mystical readathon book for read a book with a character that has a gown on the cover. And this book is for Aurelium. It's read a book inspired by a movie or a TV show. And then my last book is read a book set at a school. So I might just count this if I could finish it in like a timely fashion, because it does have a school setting in it. I had a nightmare about school, so I'm going to count that as my last prompt. But yeah, so I will, or just like a memory. I had a dream about school. It wasn't a nightmare, it was just a dream that I remember. But yeah, I will talk to you guys soon when I have another update, probably tomorrow. Bye, book friends. Hi, book friends, I'm back. I actually got a lot of listening, like finishing of stuff done. So I did wind up finishing, yesterday I finished The Humdrum Bookshop, and then I finished Runaway Max, which was really, really fun. I like this book. I think that if you need like a recap of the Stranger Things story, this goes, I think, through season 3. Yeah, I think this goes through the end of like the dance with Max, so I think you do get a lot more history. It was fun. Like, I really did like it. This is one of my Ireland books, so I probably won't be getting rid of this, but I liked it. I think it was a nice recap. I really would like to read Lucas's, because I feel like Max in this book was a little bit isolated, and if I had to predict, I would probably say Lucas's book is when he's in the when he's with the other people in season 4. So I really want to read the other ones. I want to see if they're on Everand, but I have no more credits. This was good. This was a nice interpretation of her story. The only thing better would be if Sadie Sink read it to me, but I had a fun time. It was really, really quick. And this was for a book inspired by a movie or a TV show for Aurelium. I'm just waiting to do like all of my prompts like at the same exact time. And then last night, I think I got up to 77% in Falling Like Leaves by Misty Williams. So I will definitely either finish this today or tomorrow. And this I'm going to count for my school book. I had to read a book that, like, pick a book inspired by a dream you had. And I had a dream about going back to school. So this book is set in fall at school. So I think it would work perfectly. And I have about maybe like 10 to maybe like 25% left. So I will either finish this today or tomorrow. And I will just count that for this. And then I did catch up on my Mugglecast listening. I was a little bit behind, so I caught up on that, which is another book for the tally. But I don't really talk about those books anymore because the author is trash. But I really do like Mugglecast, so I was supporting that. And now I can catch up on all of those. I had like 30 minutes at work, and I felt like I needed to like listen to something that I have already listened to before, and I listened to those books 1,000 times. So I did that. And then I am 216 pages into the memory spinner. There was a twist in this book, and this is a middle grade book that I was like, oh, that was shocking. That was surprising. I really, really want to keep reading. I want to finish this book tonight, but because tomorrow is a teacher work day, we are going to school, but then we have parent-teacher conferences. I have to do a lot of cleaning and organizing for that event, and I have to do some lesson planning. So tomorrow's going to be very, very busy. So I do want to roll twice. So I have an extra physical book to bring with me. I will stick it in my backpack. And then I also have an audiobook because I have no more audiobooks to listen to. So I'm going to roll twice. And I'm getting close to Objective 2. Objective 2 is a social media scroll. So I will have to see if I am going to roll twice. If I get to... You'll see. Okay. So 1, 2... Okay. So we have to do a side quest. I'm just circling it on this map so I remember what it is. Okay, a side quest. I have to remember to like shuffle these because I will forget, and then I really hope I could finish this in the month of October, but now that my Aurelian prompts are pretty much over, and so okay, the Stealth and Precious are going to be needed, so you decide to take a night out in the city and see what you can find. Lifting a little coin off an ancestor guard seems like just the way to keep you from getting rusty. Ooh, steal a book from someone's TBR. Okay. I have not watched many TBRs yet. Okay. Let me just roll again to see, because both of these are going to take some investigation. I think. Okay. 3. Okay. And then I did land on Objective 2. And Objective 2, I am 90% sure, is a social media scroll. Yeah, okay. So I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go to Mel's TBR because Mel is doing this game. And I'm going to see, because I think I watched hers. I think I did watch hers, actually. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look at her TBR and see what I have options for. And then I'm going to do a social media scroll. Maybe I should do a social media scroll first, because I'm open to both. Okay, let me go do those things, and then I'll come back and I'll give you guys my updates on what I'm going to listen to, read physically, and then listen to. All right, I'll be back. Yeah, this actually worked out perfectly. I was watching Mel's TBR because this is her game, and I think I'm going to read Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. I have never read anything by this author. It is a haunted house book. I think it will be like great. It will be fun. And yeah, I'm going to read this one. This will be the next book I read. I think I'm going to probably make some progress on this, but this will be the book I bring to work with me tomorrow. Now the nerve-wracking thing. I need to find an audiobook on Instagram. Because if I go on TikTok, you're going to get no bookish content. And if I go on Threads, you're going to get a lot of political stuff. So Instagram is my hope. Let me go get my phone, and we have to find an audiobook. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, I am not that crafty and I don't know how to do those cool things. So I'm just gonna go and see. Okay, that's not out yet. Oh, go. Okay. Bell. Okay. Gilded Vengeance is not out yet. Okay. Oh no. Okay, well I don't have that on audio though. Like, I'm just looking for an audiobook. Okay, I'm just looking for an audiobook. Okay. Because it was Wild Reverence, but I don't have an audiobook for that. And yeah, oh my god, this is gonna... Okay, I don't have an audio for that. Oh no, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Hold on. Let me go get my dog. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, I have seen Wild Reverence, but it's not an audiobook because I would have to listen to it. Good Spirits by BK Borison, Jess from Peace Love Books. I'll show you her. She's really, really cool, but I don't have an audiobook of that, and it's not even out yet. Okay. No, I'm not reading Wicked again. Oh, well, that's not, okay, wait, hold on. There is a... Ooh, okay. Okay, I have... Let me see if I have any of these. Okay, let me see something. I don't know. All right. Let me take a pause and try to see if I have any of these, and then I'll report back. Okay, I am back. I am going to read, or try to at least. I'm going to try to read If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. So this is going to start my booktuber choose my favorites, because Jess from Peace Love Books recommended this book to me. So I'm going to start this tomorrow. I think this will be a perfect read because it's like a little bit of like a romance. If absolute worst comes to worst and I do have to physically buy it on Audible or on Libro FM, I will, because this is a pretty long book. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm gonna take a shower probably, and I'm gonna probably finish this, and then I'm gonna give this a shot. If by chance this does not work, because I've never read Rachel Harrison before, I may just have a backup plan and come home and have something else, but I'm gonna definitely read it tomorrow. The audiobook was something that I really did need. Like, I needed an audiobook with fall vibes, so I think that that will work. So yeah, we're on objective 2, which means I'm halfway done. And I was a little bit worried about the social media scroll. So I'm actually happy that that got chosen. And then I'm actually happy that this got picked because I always take books at the library and I never physically read them. So this she's a stylist and influencer. She grew up in a haunted house. She has to go back after her Alex's sudden death. I guess Alex is her sister. And she has to kind of deal with that. Okay, so this was nice. I've never read anything by Rachel Harrison, but she's a fan at Comic-Con. They always have a lot of books about. She's always signing, and I just have never read any. So thanks, Mel, for the rec. But yeah, my goal tonight is to make some progress and finish this. So I only have to bring one book tomorrow. And then if I finish this, I might bring a backup book in case like I'm struggling, and then I might, if I'm struggling, I might pick something else on Friday when I come home. So yeah. But I'll be back when I have an update for you guys. Actually, I'm not gonna update you guys tomorrow. So this is a very, very long update because I have parent teacher conferences. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this to work. Hopefully I'm gonna be finished this. That's the plan, and I will update you guys on Friday when I come home from work. Bye, friends. Hey, Fae Dragons, I am back. I just want to do a quick update and actually wrap up this vlog. So Thursday was parent-teacher conferences for me, so I actually wound up getting a lot done, even though I didn't really get to film anything. So I started off the day finishing Falling Like Leaves. I actually brought the ebook with me. I think that's what I'm going to do when I read the ebook in the evening and I get to like 75%. I'm just going to carry the book home and like read it on the train because I feel like I will get through it a little bit quicker. I love this book. I gave this book 4 stars. I thought it was a fun read, fall vibes with a fun contemporary romance, and I really, really like this book. I think that if you like Gilmore Girls, you should pick this book up. This book had a nice balance of fall vibes and a romance. It like is YA, very, very sweet, and it has a second chance element to it. It is very, very cozy, very, very Gilmore Girls-ish, and I really, really like this book, and I gave this book 5 stars. Or 4.5 stars. I really did like it. It's like one of my favorite. I definitely am going to bring it to work and give it to my coworker who also likes romances. And I said in this video that I was going to read Julie Olivia's new book, which I forgot the name. It's over there. But I was reading that on Spotify and I did not want to get cut off for hours. So in the same graphic, there was a book called The Honey Orchard Inn, which I did pick up. Or The Honey Crisp Orchard Inn. I will attach a photo of that book here. Basically between Thursday and Friday I finished the whole book, so I read a lot of it on Thursday when I was like putting my classroom together. It was our parent-teacher conferences, and I always wait to that day to do it. I didn't finish, which I might get into trouble for, but I did a lot of it, so I finished that and I was listening to that. I like that. I think the difference with that book was that it really was a very, very fall vibesy book. It had a second chance romance just like this one. Very, very fall vibes. There was an element to it. I liked all the fall stuff. I wasn't that connected to the romance. And the main character was like weirdly obsessed with dementia. I know Jess from Peace Love Books kept talking about that. And I was like, that's a weird thing to talk about. But she really was. Like throughout the book, it was a very, very consistent plot line of being obsessed with her parents getting dementia. And I just thought it was like a weird take. I almost could like excuse it a little bit because she did watch a documentary about dementia. But it just was like weird. I didn't really like the character as much as I was hoping, but I liked the fall vibes. So I think that book was very, very fall vibes and less romance for me. Well, this book had a nice balance of both. And then I did wind up finishing The Memory Spinner, which was for my my Mystic Readathon prompt, read a book with a dress on the cover. So I did this. I gave this book. I also gave this book 5 stars. A solid middle grade fantasy, and just like an undercover book that I really did like. Like I really did like this book. It had unexpected twists, unexpected turns that I did not see coming. And I really, really like this. I'm going to give this to my librarian because I think she would like it. There was a talking animal, a lot about memory magic, a twist that I did not see coming. So yeah, that is where we are with this. So I wrapped up this vlog. And now I don't know what the next vlog is going to be, but you guys will see it. It is going to be a weekend reading vlog, I think. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. That is think my 3rd week of doing this or heading back to work. So I will talk to you guys soon for another video. Thanks for watching, and let me know what is one of the books you read so far this fall or this month that you really liked, and I'll talk to you guys soon.